Down. 5 minutes.
Welcome back, guys. JReal here, bringing you another Destiny 2 Crucible gameplay video. In this video, I'm going to be highlighting my main ingredients, the role that I have, and why I am convinced that this is the best role possible for the current state of the Crucible. You're also going to see my Better Devils with kill clip alongside Darcy. I've just been having such a blast using this loadout, and it really gives me a chance to diversify my gameplay. And I've just been having so much fun using Darcy in combination with my main ingredient, and it's just an absolutely fun play style. So I really wanted to showcase that. In the gameplay, while I'm explaining some damage values and some other archetypes of fusion rifles, pay attention to the ranges that I'm absolutely deleting people with this main ingredient. And take note that my main ingredient, and you're about to see the roll here in a minute, it has 0 range perks on it. I repeat, 0 range perks, and I'm going to explain why. Alright, so here's the roll. High impact reserves, under pressure, liquid coils, red dot micro, masterwork for charge time, and backup mag. Okay, so really briefly, I want to address the question, which is better, main ingredient or Erentil? Well, I think the real question is, what's your playstyle? Because after playing with main ingredient and the role that I have extensively over the past week, I've realized that main ingredient is more of an aggressive playstyle, and that's directly related to the charge time. In comparison to Erentil, main ingredient has a relatively quick charge time, and it allows you to slide around corners and voop people. Whereas Erentil has a slightly slower charge time, meaning it's got a different playstyle. It's a peek shoot playstyle. Essentially, you charge it up behind cover, you know where your enemy is, you pop out of that cover and you release, dealing all that damage instantly at significant ranges. Erentil does a lot of damage and it has a lot of range. In my next video, I'm going to cover Erentil and my god roll that I have, and I'll let you know right now, it is a beast, it's a monster, and it maps people at significant ranges. Main ingredient is just not designed to map enemies at the same ranges as Erentil. It's just how it is. But going back to the playstyle of main ingredient, it's a quicker, more forgiving, more aggressive playstyle. And kind of to put that into comparison, think about shotguns, for example. Shotguns they also promote an aggressive type of playstyle. That's because they're forgiving weapons. If you notice, shotguns are kind of running the Crucible right now, and that's because of the skill gap. So at the bottom of the skill gap, which in my opinion occupies the majority of the skill gap, you have players who just aren't good with shotguns. However, they can still get kills with them. They're still getting kills with them in a lot of playlists. And then at the top of the skill gap, which is a very few amount of people, they're able to use a shotgun, which is a forgiving weapon, and they're able to do magic with it. They outplay you, they shotgun you from ridiculous ranges because they have that range memorized. And so with main ingredient, you're getting a very forgiving archetype of fusion rifle. So really quickly, I want to talk about the base damage of main ingredient without damage perks. So with 0 damage perks on your main ingredient, you're looking at 39 damage per bolt. Well, here's the problem with that. At 39 damage per bolt, if all 5 bolts hit your opponent, you're dealing 195 damage. Well, the average Guardian is 5 resilience and up. So if they're 5 resilience, that's 196 HP. That means they will have 1 health left if all 5 bolts of your main ingredient hit them. So you can have all the range perks in the world on it, but without having that damage buff, if they're 5 resilience or higher, you're not going to kill them. And if you guys remember in D1, they're towards the end of years 2 and 3. Of course, it was armor in D1, not resilience, but you had Titans running max armor. That's because now shotguns are harder to kill them. Now fusion rifles are harder to kill them. And so I predict that, you know, here soon everyone's done with the raid. The end game is almost done, and so people are starting to masterwork their armor. And they're starting to put resilience mods on because they're starting to realize the importance of having extra health. And especially if you're one of those people that pops in and out of cover and, you know, promotes that type of gameplay, you know, resilience is actually a big deal. And combined with high mobility, you know, your main ingredient could mean absolutely nothing at that point. So guys, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to steer you in the wrong direction. The roll that you see here is very, very, very lethally consistent. In the gameplay that you saw, I was easily doing 200 to 205 damage. Now also introducing Forsaken is elemental damage resistance. So if one of your bolts hits their chest, for example, and it's only doing 38 damage, or 36 damage even, inspect that player. They could have multiple points invested in that piece of armor for arc resistance. So there again, all the more importance of having damage perks on your main ingredient. And if you're not vooping, shame on you. It's so much fun to do, and no, Telesto does not count, okay? Bungie, please nerf Telesto. Anyway, so yeah, here's me playing doubles. I had a blast playing doubles until the next game. The next game, I played up against two guys who were partied up, and they both had not forgotten. And yeah, it was extremely difficult trying to put them down. With main ingredient, however, I was actually highly successful because I put myself in those ranges where I would typically be challenged by a shotgun, and then I pre-charge, and then I basically mapped them before they could get to me. So really the only time they were able to kill me was with a Not Forgotten and a Ward Clip Coil and supers. Kind of the nature of, you know, the competitive state of the game. Right here I'm in the air, I hit fire charge, and take him out without even aiming down sights. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace!